Hey, thanks for joining me again for our digital marketing tips. This week I'm going to be talking to you about the digital marketing mix and why it's important for your business to be in all of the different key components of digital marketing. So again, I'm not the artist in this company, but this represents your business, and the goal of any marketing is to drive traffic towards your business. Whether you're selling a product, service, consulting, whatever you're doing, you want more business. That's why we're all here, right? So the first component we talked about last week was your website, the most important part of your digital marketing mix, in my opinion. So if this represents your web page, that square is a web page. It's got photos, it's got stuff that talks about who you are, what you do, and why somebody wants to do business with you. And this is your home base. It's the place where everybody can gather all of the information they need to know about you, where you verify that you do what you say you do. It's your reputation builder. It's where you can place your owned content, your owned as in information that is your property. It is everything that is here you control. So that's one of the main reasons why it's so important. It can be whatever you want it to be, as big or small or fast. The message can change however often you want it to be, but it is the most important part of your digital online presence. So, and how this relates to a sales funnel, and I'll go over here. If we're looking at a sales funnel here where people are just becoming aware of you or just thinking about doing business with you, all the way down to someone coming out the bottom and actually making a transaction with your business, one of the reasons the website is so important to you is that the website can have an active role in the entire sales funnel. So if someone is just looking for, say we were just talking about dentists earlier today, if someone is looking for a new dentist and they're trying to, they're thinking, I have to go and get my teeth cleaned in 2 months, I wonder where I should go. And they start searching around the internet for a dentist. They could find your website here at the beginning of their search. They could go to your website towards the very end to verify that they want to go to you, or they can go there to make an appointment or find your phone number. They can be anywhere in this process, and they get there from your website. So aside from all of the control you have as far as the message that is put out there on the website, it's also a key component as it relates to the sales funnel, and that it can happen at any point in time. So for all of the things that we talk about with websites, speed, SEO, the message that's out there, that's why we harp on it so often. It's a key cog. It is the main cog in your online presence. So stop back by tomorrow and I will be talking to you about our second key component in digital marketing. Thanks. Hey, thanks for watching again this week. This week we're talking about the key components of digital marketing and how they fit together and where they fit in the sales funnel. So for citations, which is the second thing we talked about last week, citations are the places that your business listing can be found online. It could be yellowbook.com, it could be Google+, Facebook, all of the places that your name, address, phone number, and a blurb about what you do, the category you fit into, all of those are citations. Now, we talked about the importance of a website. And a lot of the problems that people have is if it's a new website or if it's a mismanaged website or it's just not a quality website that appears well in search, citations sort of help you out with that. It's like a free place for your business to be listed. And there are 60 or 70 places. And they're pretty much all over the internet, right? And as someone searching for home improvement, they could, if your SEO is done really well, if your website's good, they could just find your website, which is great. If they're looking for home improvement and yellowbook.com comes up first or Google Plus results come up first, you want them to be able to find your business there too. So citations are a great way to have someone find your phone number, your address, and become aware that you exist so they can search for your name specifically and again go to your website, or they can call you directly from that citation listing and get you that way. But also the citations themselves can directly link to the website. So while they might search for your name to get to your website, you can put your link in there and they can click through the link from the citation to your website also. So citations are a way for you to have anywhere from 50 to 75 different listings for your business all over the place. Again, it can be a GPS system, it can be yellowbook.com, it can be Facebook, it can be Google+, review websites like Yelp. All of these could be considered citations that would lead someone to your business, to your website. It offers more surface area, if you will, along the internet for people to find your business. Now, how does that fit in the sales funnel? Well, again, it could fit all over the way your website does, but I would say for the most part, it fits more to the top because somebody's not going to go to a citation to get that final decision, right? They're probably just trying to become aware of what's available to them so that they can then investigate themselves more thoroughly in other areas like the website or through a phone call or some sort of contact like that. So you're looking at citations as an upper level in the funnel sort of contact. And it's actually nice because citations generally are free. So once you get the heavy lifting of the time expense that it takes to have those listings done, you're finished with it. As long as the information hasn't changed, you're done. So it's one thing you want to invest your time in the very beginning, and then you're done, and then you're out there, people can find you, and you're good to go. So if you have any more questions about citations, please leave a comment in this video. We can help you out with it. We also have the ability to list your citations, audit your citations to make sure that they're all uniform, all the information's the same, the description of your business is the same, even down to the logo, so that when somebody sees that logo, they understand what they're looking at. So we can certainly help with that if you have any questions. So thanks for watching. We'll be coming back to you tomorrow with our third component, our third key component of the digital marketing mix and how it fits into the rest of this. Thank you for watching. Hey, thanks for watching our daily digital marketing tips. This week we're talking about the digital marketing mix and how all of the key components fit in together. Today we're talking about social media. And social media, when we talk about social media, we're talking about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat, whatever you feel best fits your company. I can't decide that for you. I can if you want to consult with us, but you're going to feel comfortable with whatever you're familiar with and what might work best for your business. If you're a very visual company or you can be very creative, you might want to go with Instagram. If you want to be more back and forth and communicative with the people that are your target, you might want to go with Twitter. So whichever one doesn't really matter. You just have to pick which one that you like, or more than one, and use it to drive awareness for your business. And so if you have here your website, your citations are all around your website, and then we have social media outlets which are sort of all around here, right? They're just the places that you exist to help people become more aware. Now, when we talk about how they fit into the funnel, social media is generally going to be up here, right? And we're talking about social media posting, maybe not so much social media advertising, which we can get to later. But social media posting, your goal is just to make people aware that your business is out there and what you do. So for us, when we do these videos, for instance, it's had a tremendous impact on who comes to us and what they're looking for. They became aware of us because our video popped up in their feed, one of their friends was watching it, liked it, shared it, or they heard somebody talking about it. So they gained awareness up here that we existed. And then we gained credibility through this as they looked at our previous posts and learned who we are and what our goals are for a client. So as they moved down the funnel, they used social media to verify our reputation. And they went to the website. Hopefully, if you look back over here, they used the social media, became aware. They went to the website, checked out our website, and then that led them to contact us. Now, in this back and forth between these two, They go to the website, they click on the social media link to go back out to our social media accounts, verify information, get comfortable with us, and go back to the website. So there's a close interaction between these two platforms, all of it with the goal to bring them more down the funnel. The key with social media is to be consistent and be active. You want to make sure that whatever your why is, or your culture, or your personality of your business, that's where all of this lives. But you also have to be aware that it can live here for a limited amount of time. So when we talked on Monday about how this is your owned content, you're dependent on how active your users are on social media. So right now, we like Facebook, we like Instagram. Twitter is sort of down for us because it's a lot of work for a little bit of benefit. Your customers might be on Pinterest, but what happens in 2 or 3 years when Pinterest is dead and nobody wants to go there? What happens when Facebook, everybody on Facebook is 10 years older and your target market's still 25-year-olds and they're on a completely different platform? You got to skip platforms. You got to go here and then create the interaction here. So while social media is incredibly important, you're dependent on the whims of the social media platform and decisions that they make. Whether in Facebook's situation, they started taking away impressions from businesses as they were posting to their accounts. So as they do that, you have to decide, am I going to pay Facebook advertising, or am I going to skip to a different account that offers me more organic exposure? So those are all strategic decisions you have to make, but the key differentiator between existing on Facebook or any social media and existing on your website is that you own the website. You have 100% control over that. With social media, you are limited to what they allow you to do. So that's the overview of social media and how it fits into your digital marketing mix. We could talk about that subject all day because it is incredibly complex, but that's the 30,000-foot view. Tomorrow, we're going to bring you another one of our key components in the digital marketing mix. If you have any questions about this, feel free to comment on the video and we will definitely get back to you. See you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me again for our digital marketing tips. This week we're talking about our key components of our digital marketing mix. And we've already gone through the website, which is pretty much home base, the main component. We've talked about the citations and everything that drives traffic to your site or to your business, to your phone number, that's spread out across the internet. We've talked about social and how that supports all of it. And today we're talking about video. So video is actually a fairly specific component of any of these things, but we feel it's incredibly important because of its rise in popularity, the ease or the low cost of entry, because you can use everything from a low-cost camcorder to a cell phone all the way up to professional video equipment. And the platforms out there like Facebook Live and Instagram Live are making it incredibly attractive and easily accessible, and basically every part of your life can be video, and people are interested in it, and it offers the ability for your business to add some personality to what you're doing online. So where it fits in everywhere. It can be a component of each of the social media platforms, and it can be a major component of your website. So for instance, what we do is we do these videos, we upload them directly to Facebook. We do our live happy hour on Facebook every Thursday. We also keep the recordings in high definition. We then edit them down to something more presentable, maybe add some graphics to it, and then we upload it into a playlist on YouTube. So somebody could see us live on Facebook, somebody can watch pre-recorded things on Facebook, and people could find us on YouTube, and then we can embed the videos from YouTube into our website. And the goal for us is, one, credibility in that we're doing videos, and two, exposure to our way of thinking, what we believe in, the things that we find interesting, how we would want to handle business with potential clients, the belief system of what Snap Forward is. And other companies can do the same thing we're doing here in educating their customers. And you're showing them that you know what you're talking about and that you're trustworthy. So if you are a company that installs windows, you can explain to somebody what to look for when you're buying a window, what you recommend to be the best window, what to look out for in sales techniques. Anything that someone might find educational. And when you look at it in relation to the our funnel here, for us, the videos have been a high funnel type activity. We've continued to do it even when it was pretty clear in the very beginning nobody really cared. But we did it, we're building up a library, and people became aware of it. And a few months into us doing it, people would start to mention to me on the street or at lunch, hey, I saw that thing you're doing, it was pretty cool. Nobody's sitting there and watching an hour-long video of ours, but there are people that are aware of it, which is great up here. So as we go and as we build content and value, people are investing more time in watching our videos, and we're getting lower into the funnel until very recently, this year, actually this month, we've had people that have directly said to us, we want to work with you, we want you to do this for us, we've seen what you've done online, let's move forward when doing something like that for us. So it's been an entire funnel type activity for us. It probably has taken us from up here heavily and then right to about here, and then they go to our website and start looking around and see what else we do before they make that final decision. But I think that video moving forward is going to be highly effective for a lot of people, a lot of businesses. Everybody from, my wife who's a Beachbody coach, she uses video heavily, to major businesses, even an industrial type business can use it as an educational piece or a community service piece and accomplish whatever goal they have with that. So for us, even though it's a tactical activity compared to these other things that are more strategic, it's so important that we put it as part of our key components of our digital marketing mix. And again, you can put that as a component to any piece of social media. You can put it as a component of your website. And as you'll find out tomorrow, it's an incredibly effective advertising technique also. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment on the video here, reach out to us any other way you can, and we'll be glad to talk with you. Come back tomorrow and we'll talk about our last key digital advertising component and how it fits into the rest of this. So our last one is advertising. And advertising is generally, for a lot of people, a lower in the funnel type of marketing, but it actually encompasses the entire funnel depending on where your business is. So if you start with, let's just say, awareness ads on Facebook. So you're targeting a person that is interested in politics to go to your political sign making company. So nobody knows you exist. What do? You create an awareness campaign and you target 25 to 55 years old that make a certain amount of money and that are interested in politics, whether it's left or right? Just so they know that you exist, so they can come to you eventually to create signs. Or maybe you target a specific, like politicians or something. So, then you would be up here in the funnel, and just to make people aware of you. Now, a middle of the funnel type ad would be people that are maybe currently on the market for a car, people that are, you're looking like maybe redirect ads that somebody came to your website and you want to follow them around with an ad on web pages or through Facebook, so your website starts showing up in their browser as a retargeting ad. Or you can do a Google AdWords campaign where somebody clicks, I need a plumber, or somebody searches for I need a plumber now. Then you are down here at the bottom of the funnel. You are saying, these are people that are ripe right now. They are searching for me. And the cost for all of these things can be completely different. And you can use it in many different mediums here. So you can put them in your Facebook, you can put it on Instagram, you can put it on Twitter, you can put it on LinkedIn, and you can drive people to either the platform itself, or you can drive them to your website, or you can just have it out there with your logo and your name and a slogan so they just become aware of you. So there's a few different places you can put them, and how they interact depends on what your goals are. And depending on the place is also where it fits in on this funnel. So generally social media, you're going to be more up the higher end, where you're going to be talking about just creating awareness or getting someone that's just about ready to bite but maybe not quite ready right now, because you can't really target someone that's actively searching for you. You're a little bit lower down here if you're retargeting them from your website and it's showing up in their Facebook feed. If you're on Google, if you're on the Google search results here, and you're doing the pay-per-click advertising AdWords on Google, and you're directing them directly to make a purchase on your site, then you are targeting them down here. Generally, you're going to pay more for the ad as you go down the funnel. So up here, an awareness campaign on Facebook might be $5 a day, it might be $10 a day, but as you get down here towards the pay-per-click for a specific keyword, there are some keywords out there. I know in my industry, especially in the IT side of things, that computer repair sometimes goes for over $20 a click. So you could be setting a budget of $100 a day or more, depending on how often you want to show up and what rank you want to show up. But if you're doing something that is incredibly specific, you might be at a $2 or $3 per click. But those are people, hopefully, if you're targeting them correctly, they are people that are ready to buy right now. So that money value is a little bit higher than the awareness, where you're just saying, okay, I'm going to spend $5 a day just so people know I'm around, and 6 months down the road, they're going to eventually come into my business or go to my website. So advertising can be woven into a lot of different components, and it's used for any portion of that funnel. I think the last thing I would say about advertising, in that, you know, some people hold off on it until they have everything in place, but you can use it to bolster your traffic while you're getting everything in place. So if you're not quite active on social media yet, or if your website isn't ranking well, you can use advertising to sort of give you a little speed boost there. Or if everything's in place and you sort of plateaued, you can advertise to bring up your clicks and traffic that way. But I would not wait to have everything in place to start advertising. I think you can start playing around with it early on and figure out what works as you're going. And an incredibly important ad, or an incredibly effective ad now, as we spoke yesterday, is video. When you integrate video into ads, it creates a incredibly effective campaign that engages people and can give them a lot more information than just a simple display ad or a couple of words. And those people get a feel for the business. And one tip with video, whether it's advertising or just organic video posts, would be to caption it, so that when this ad, however much you're paying for this ad to show up, that they see captions and they can read what you're saying, because a significant portion of videos are watched with the audio on mute. So they're not hearing what you're saying, and they will go right by it if they don't want to turn on their audio. So caption it so they can read the ad as it's rolling. So that was pretty much our presentation for this week, our 5 digital marketing components that we mentioned last week, how they interact and how they might be important to your business's digital marketing mix. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, I invite you to comment on this video. I invite you to contact us through our website. However you want to contact us, ask a question, we'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week with more digital marketing tips.